Hello, and welcome to today's family program. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and it's always a joy to be with you. We have another week come, and we are excited. Well, as you know, we are in a series of talk about aligning ourselves for success. But before I get into the matter of the day, let us all endeavor to invite a friend or two to join this program so you watch together, and also please like the channel and share the link with others. If you are here for the first time, I would like you to know that our programs are built one on the other, and currently we are in a series of teachings on aligning yourself for success, and this is the fifth in the series. We're taking it slowly so you can grasp everything. So I will advise you to watch the previous programs so you can be abreast with where we are, and then you will not be found lost along the way. Well, we are here once again. So aligning yourself for success. I've already said that if you don't take risk, then you're never going to make any headway. If you are not ready to get things done or improve on situations around you, in you, what happens in you, you will not be a candidate for success. That for you to be a candidate for success, you also have to be success-minded and success-oriented. You know, many people are poor today, not because they are poor. Actually, they have been impoverished. Impoverished by maybe the dominance of other people's mentalities, or making themselves available to be enslaved, and so on and so forth. But every human on this earth came with a talent, with a gift, and something to offer to humanity, something to offer to life, something to make his life meaningful whilst here on this earth. Most of the times we think about poverty as the lack of stuff, but actually poverty is the lack of initiative, ability to think creatively and to cultivate a visionary interpretation of one's environment. Poverty is the lack of initiative thinking, initiative ability to think and think creatively. What am I talking about? Many people refuse to be creative. Many people refuse to see what is behind something, or what can come out of something. I hold here with me a card. This card used to be a tree. You know, paper is made of trees. So this was a tree, but right now it is a card that I can make some notes on. What has happened to that tree? The tree has been transformed. Somebody has put his initiative ability to think creatively and cultivate a visionary interpretation of what he saw. You need to think creatively. Think creatively. You need to see stuff out of nothing. Aligning yourself for success requires that you should be able to impregnate your thoughts with ideas that can be watered, nurtured, and birthed. Don't stay in the same area you are. You have to create that, initiate that creative thinking. So I also say poverty is mental laziness. Poverty is mental laziness. In the previous session, I said, don't be a beggar. Yes, you might beg in the beginning when you don't have anything. Just beg for help, beg for resource, beg for assistance, beg for something that will help you on your way. And usually when you are begging for stuff that will become a resource that you can use to become free, you are not really begging, but you are actually getting help to start with. All of us started not at the place where we were, and we have all received help. We will continue to receive help. And in life, like I said, no man is an island. And therefore, you have to understand that your life will be interwoven, interconnected with other people. You need people. Sometimes you need to ask. Sometimes you need to get a loan. Sometimes you need to borrow an idea. Sometimes you need to borrow a vessel. Whatever it is, don't remain a beggar forever. What you beg for today should be a platform for you to be able to build on. Many people, for instance, go borrowing money so they can have a lavish wedding. And after the wedding for 3 years or 4 years, in the new marriage that is supposed to be with joy and fullness of and oneness and everything, they wake up thinking about debts and debts. And then you see 1-2 years into the marriage, because of this unstable situation, the marriages break away. Some people can sell your car to organize a big birthday party. And after the wedding, or after the party, you will not have an ability to get to work on time and to do stuff that you do. You need to think and think creatively. Challenge your thoughts. It is a place where so much is, but until you call for what is in there, you will not know. That is why we also say that necessity is the mother of invention. So you have to get up from a lazy mentality. You have to. Poverty and scarcity is not automatic. It is a result of being stagnant, refusing to add value to stuff, and also making yourself vulnerable to be where you are not supposed to be. So what you need to do to get out of this mental state of poverty, mental state of laziness, mental state of stagnancy, is for you to begin to ask yourself the question, why, what, when, how? Why am I here? Because I'm not thinking creatively. What can I do to think creatively? Let me see where, the answers are. You begin to challenge yourself. You begin to put yourself before yourself and ask yourself the hard questions and get sincere answers to it. Once you get the answers and you need help, you go seek for it. If you have all the resources within your reach, you begin to use it. And usually everything you need is not too far from you. This is today's family program. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and encouraging you to stay, because we're going to continue and also bring few things that you would definitely need, because you want to get to the place where you are aligned for success. Don't confuse what you are receiving to be the success nugget. This is alignment, that is placing yourself in order to now fly or cruise or whatever it is. Because poor preparation will prevent your performance. But proper preparation would enhance you to be shining. And this is what we are doing. There is profit for everything that is done. There is reward for everything that is done. If you decide to not do anything with your life, you will be a mess, and that is the reward or the profit. If you decide to add value to your mental faculty, learn, upgrade, you appreciate in life, and that is your reward. So remember, in life, there is a reward for everything. It might be positive or negative, but there is nothing you do that you end up with nothing. If you don't do anything, you end up being a mess. That is something. Nothing is something, which means nothing out of it. But if you decide that in the next year, I will fine-tune myself to think creatively, to think positively, to have a mind of inquisition, to have a mind of, testing, to have a mind of boldness, you will begin to be surprised at how much you can achieve. You listen to a song, you love the words, you love the melody, you love the actions, you love the sound. Why? Because each and every component of what made the music was carefully thought of, put together, and produced so that whether you see it, you hear it, you feel it, it will have a kind of impact on you. It's words that are used in songs, but sometimes you see some lines rhyme, so it's more like a poem. Beyond being a poem, they've put it into a kind of melody. And it's not all, just helter-skelter, but it goes up, it comes down, it's on levels, and you listen and you don't understand why you feel so good when you listen to that music. Listen, in life, you should also build your life like that so that you can satisfy the world around you with the products that you bring. This calls for you to take self-inventory. Self-inventory. Audit yourself. Put yourself before yourself and check where you are against where you want to be. And always where we want to be is far better than where we are. And why do we have that desire? Because it is inbuilt. No one is made, created, or came to this earth to be a failure. Align yourself for success. Like I said, we are taking it step by step by step. And each step takes you to another place. In conclusion, never contribute to those who would make lack of creative thinking and creativity and initiative part of man's doom. Do not join the club of failures. Join the club of success-oriented creative thinkers. Well, this has been your favorite program, Today's Family. I am Dr. Albert Kitcher, and until we see you again next week, I want you to know you are set to align yourself for success. See you next week. Bye-bye.